After lunch, I worked out in the arena with Apollo's cabin. Swordplay has always been my strength. People said that I was better at it than any other camper in the last 100 years, except maybe Luke. People always compared me to Luke. I thrashed the Apollo guys easily. I should have been testing myself against the Ares and Athena cabins since they were the best sword fighters, but I didn't get along with Clarice and her siblings, and after my argument with Annabeth, I just didn't want to see her. I went to archery class, even though I was terrible at it, and it wasn't the same without Chiron teaching. In arts and crafts, I started a marble bust of Poseidon, but it started looking like Sylvester Stallone, so I ditched it. I scaled the climbing wall in full lava and earthquake mode, and in the evenings, I did border patrol. Even though Tantalus had insisted we forget about trying to protect the camp, some of the campers had quietly kept it up, working out a schedule during our free times. I sat at the top of Camp Half-Blood Hill and watched the dryads come and go, singing to the dying pine tree. Satyrs brought their reed pipes and played nature magic songs, and for a while the pine needles seemed to get fuller. The flowers on the hill smelled a little sweeter, and the grass looked a little greener. But as soon as the music stopped, the sickness crept back into the air. The whole hill seemed to be infected, dying from the poison that had sunk into the tree's roots. The longer I sat there, the angrier I got. Luke had done this. I remembered his sly smile, the dragon claw scar across his face. He pretended to be my friend, and the whole time he'd be Cronus' #1 servant. I opened the palm of my hand. The scar Luke had given me last summer was fading, but I could still see it, a white asterisk-shaped wound where his pit scorpion had stung me. I thought about what Luke had told me right before he tried to kill me. "Goodbye, Percy. This is a whole new golden era coming. You won't be part of it." At night, I had more dreams of Grover. Sometimes I just heard snatches of his voice. Once I heard him say, "It's here." Another time, "It's here." Another time he said, "He likes sheep." I thought about telling Annabeth about my dreams, but I would have felt stupid. I mean, he likes sheep? She would have thought I was crazy. The night before the race, Tyson and I finished our chariot. It was wicked cool. Tyson had made the metal parts in the armory's forges. I'd sanded the wood and put the carriage together. It was blue and white with wave designs on the sides, and a trident painted on the front. After all that work, it seemed only fair that Tyson would ride shotgun with me, though I knew the horses wouldn't like it, and Tyson's extra weight would slow us down. We were turning in for bed when Tyson said, "Are you mad?" I realized I'd been scowling. "No, I'm not mad." He lay down in his bunk and was quiet in the dark. His body was way too long for the bed. When he pulled up the covers, his feet stuck out the bottom. "I am a monster." "Don't say that." "It's okay. I will be a good monster, and then you will not have to be mad." I didn't know what to say. I stared at the ceiling and felt like I was dying slowly, right along with Dahlia's tree. "It's just, I've never had a half-brother before." I tried to keep my voice from cracking. "It's really different for me, and I'm worried about the camp. And another friend of mine, Grover, he might be in trouble. I keep feeling like I should be doing something to help him, but I don't know what." Tyson said nothing. "I'm sorry," I told him. "It's not your fault. I'm mad at Poseidon. I feel like he's trying to embarrass me, like he's trying to compare us or something, and I don't know why." I heard a deep rumbling sound. Tyson was snoring. I sighed. "Good night, big guy," and I too closed my eyes. In my dream, Grover was wearing a wedding dress. It didn't fit him very well. The gown was too long, and the hem was caked with dried mud. The neckline kept falling off his shoulders. A tattered veil covered his face. He was standing in a dank cave, lit only by torches. There was a cot in one corner, and an old-fashioned loom in the other, a length of white cloth half woven on the frame. He was staring right at me like I was a TV program that he'd been waiting for. "Thank the gods!" he yelped. "Can you hear me?" My dream self was slow to respond. I was still looking around, taking in the stalactite ceiling, the stench of sheep and goats, the growling and rumbling and beating sounds that seemed to echo from behind the refrigerator-sized boulder, which was blocking the room's only exit, as if there was a much larger cavern beyond it. "Percy," Grover said, "please, I don't have the strength to project any better. You have to hear me." "I hear you," I said. "Grover, what's going on?" From behind the boulder, a monstrous voice yelled, "Honey Pie, are you done yet?" Grover flinched. He called out in falsetto, "Not quite, dearest. A few more days." "Bah! Hasn't it been 2 weeks yet?" "No, dearest, just 5 days." That leaves 12 more to go. The monster was silent, maybe trying to do the math. He must have been worse at arithmetic than I was, because he said, "All right, honey, but I want to see under that veil." Grover turned back to me. "You have to help me. No time. I'm stuck in this cave on an island in the sea." "Where?" "I don't know. I went to Florida and turned left." "What? How did you